Want to know how I shot this photo? Well, it's actually easier than you think. So I was out taking photos of my buddy's car, and I've always wanted to get a cool rolling shot where everything in the background is all blurred out, but the car stays in focus, where you can see how fast the car is actually going, and it creates this really cool, unique look. And I really wanted to capture that look. So I had my buddy Tyler drive up and down the road multiple times. So I planted my arms against my chest, try to stay as still as possible, and move only from side to side to get that movement. As other cars were driving up and down the road, I manually set my focus for each car that drove by, so when he would come by, I'd already have my focus set. I left my ISO to auto, and I did a couple of test shots as cars would pass by. I wanted a fast shutter speed, but not too fast that the background would stay in focus. You want the background to be a little bit out of focus, but you also want to have enough room that you can capture the car in its entirety. So I was shooting at around f8 to make sure that the car would still have multiple parts in focus, but the background would be blurred out enough. So I set my shutter speed to a point where it looked good enough that the background was still blurring, but also the car was staying in focus. There's a little bit of a sweet spot that you have to hit, because if you go too much on your shutter speed where you're too fast, everything will be in focus and it won't create the look. But if you go too slow, your panning motion won't keep up with the car driving and everything will be blurry. Now for me, this took multiple attempts at multiple different settings, just messing around with it. But eventually you finally find that sweet spot between all of your settings where you get a shot that looks like this. So are you guys gonna be doing some rolling shots? Comment below.